So glad I can be over here. What a difference in the temperature on this side of the room. And what you're listening to is the very quiet hum of a 12,000 BTU air conditioner, a 3-in-1 portable air conditioner. It actually offers cooling, dehumidifying, as well as the fan modes. And most importantly, it gives us the comfort that we're going to need when the weather starts to really heat up. Last week, we had a couple of days that were in the 80s. I had to turn the air conditioning on. And if I hadn't had the opportunity to do so, if I didn't have a central air system, I would be looking for some type of room air conditioned situation just to make my house comfortable. Well, look no further. DeLonghi has been in business for over 100 years, yes, and what they have been doing is giving us the ability to make our homes comfortable. This unit 10 years ago was a monster size.
I have one that's 5 years older than this,
yeah,
and it is almost twice this size.
Twice the size.
It still works great.
I know, because
but the technologies allowed us to make things in a smaller footprint, yet still cool a 500 square foot room.
That's right. When you brought these first to QVC, my mother's home was still not air conditioned.
Right.
That was probably 10 years ago. And I bought that unit, and it was a huge unit. But most importantly, I wanted it to make sure my mother was comfortable in her home when it's 95 degrees out and high humidity.
Yeah.
So here's an encore presentation on our big, at already 500 spoken for at the big deal price. The customers that have received this have given it the top rated.
Yes, they have.
35 5-star reviews alone on this unit, and it's $449.98, 5 easy pays of $90 on a credit card, or you can use your Q card for your purchase for 12-month special financing. So hopefully that helps you out with budget.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
So it's real easy to do too. When you get it home, you're going to take it out of the box. You cut the bottom of the box, you lift the top off. You'll see your window kit, which is the tube here and this piece here. So it's really easy to go ahead and set this stuff up. So your tube here, it's very flexible, all right? So you can bend it, move it around, so Dad's easy chair can stay in his spot if he needs to, okay? Your window kit doesn't really require any tools other than a Phillips head screwdriver. It goes in a window that looks like this guy, where it opens up and down or side to side.
Okay.
It can be really small at 20 inches, or it can be a maximum of 40 inches. So you have flexibility there.
Okay.
I mean, it's really simple. And we've sealed the window off too here. There's no gaps or anything. And we don't have a screen in this window, but you could keep a screen in here, so there's nothing that can get into your house through the air conditioner itself.
Most importantly, nothing that has to be mounted to the window.
Yeah, you're not trying to teeter something
outside of the house, which is never a good thing. So all that to say, again, the operation is simple on this. We had some video support to kind of explain all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple here, and this is really cool. It's an air conditioner. We're conditioning the air. That yellow sticky air that's in your house, we're bringing it into the back of the unit. We're removing the moisture, that's the red arrows there, all right, and pushing the nice cool air back into your home. When you touch the tube, when you install it, you feel that the tube is really warm. That's removing the yucky air that's making you feel really uncomfortable. That's the moisture in there. So we actually pulverize the water particles and we push it out through that tube. Now, in the fan mode, you don't have to have that tube hooked up. So this could sit anywhere in your house like a normal fan if you want to do that. But you can see here, this is the technology behind it. To me, that looks like a little hamster wheel that pushes the air, pushes the water out through that tube. So that's all you need to do to vent it outside. The great thing is too, if I want to remove this, I open the window, close it in 2 seconds, and I can wheel it to another room. So the wheels are already on it. It comes with its own remote control. It's also got a control panel up here, so in case you have kids and they misplace the remote control, because it happens, all right, they wind up in the couch cushions. Now you can still operate the unit, and it's really easy. You determine what mode, all right? There's the air conditioning mode. The little raindrop there, well, that's dehumidification. This guy here, that's the fan. So if I wanted to change this, I'd hit the button. This is your temperature setting. If I wanted to be 64 degrees meat locker cold in here, we could do that. But my dad, his favorite temperature is 77 degrees. Now he's 93 years old. That's his comfort zone. So we give you the flexibility between 64 and 89 degrees.
And as you adjusted it, you can tell that it adjusts so that
this just adjusted now because the temperature in the room is warmer than 77 degrees, so it's not going to run all the time. It's got a built-in thermostat.
Love it.
That's what's great about this one. So,
and you know, back to the dehumidification, because a lot of times, especially on the East Coast, that's our biggest issue is
the humidity.
I remember my old unit, I had a tray that I had to empty.
Yeah.
Do I have to still do that?
No, this one will remove up to 8 gallons of water in a 24-hour period. Now, if you live somewhere in Florida and it's really humid and the unit can't keep up, there'll be a little notification that comes up. There's a little drain plug on the back, and we give you a little tube that you hook to it that you can basically, it slides into the back of the unit and it goes into a bucket that you have. But look, I've used this outside in my garage with the door open because I wanted to be cool.
Okay.
And I didn't
have to trip the.
No, I didn't do that. So
that's great. Well, I mean, in terms of size, this unit is only going to be about 27 inches in height, about 13 inches in width, or 16 inches in width, and 13 in depth. So it's not taking up a whole lot of space.
No, I take up more space than it does. I do. I mean, I take up more space than your air conditioner that can cool a 500 square foot room.
And the air, again, when you feel this cool air, there is such a relief. There is such an awe moment when you know that you're just sitting watching television and the body is starting to heat up and there's no way to go. There's nowhere to go to get away from it. That is a terrible feeling. So think about your seniors, pets, people that are a little bit more sedentary that can't get out and go to a place where there's actual air conditioning. This is the kind of unit that will make a big difference. And it costs you $90 on a credit card to have that comfort at home. Or if you're shopping with your Q card, 12 months so you can break your payments down even more.
Yeah, it's a great way to do it. Now's the time of season to get it.
Yes.
So we're going to get hot this weekend here in the Philadelphia area, and it's going to keep coming throughout the rest of the year into October now.
Yeah.
So maybe you have a kid that's going off to school in the fall and they're in an older dormitory where they don't have air conditioning, but you can bring a portable unit. Great. Maybe you're in an older home where it costs too much money to get central air installed. Get 2 or 3 of these and put them around the home. Again, it's a 500 square foot cooling space. That's a huge area of 25 feet by 25 feet with an 8-foot ceiling. So these really do a fantastic job. We have one room in our house that doesn't get the cooling it needs. We have one of these in there. It does a fantastic job.
Every home has that one room that you can never
for
get
whatever
cool.
reason.
It's always a lot hotter because the heat rises. Is there any special plug that we need for this?
No, that's
or
the great
outlet?
thing. So you don't need a special 20 amp circuit like the old air conditioners. You plug it into any standard household outlet. The cord is 6 feet long. The adjustable tube is 5.5 feet long. The other thing that I like that DeLonghi does, look, they've been in business for 100 years for a reason. They do things right. So we put together a sheet here, and this gives you what the remote control looks like and everything else. Shows you what your parts are. Here's your steps to put this thing together. What's really cool about this is, all right, step number 4, plug it in. Step number 5, turn it on. It couldn't be any easier. And if you're a guy like I am, we don't read the instructions anyway. We look at the pictures, oh, I can do that. That's how easy this is to set it up and get it in your window.
And it's on wheels, so although it weighs 63 pounds, once we get it out of the box, you can move it around to wherever you need to. You don't have to ever pick it up again.
No.
The 43760, this is an encore presentation of the big deal. It's top rated from the folks that got it, and I think it probably cost a lot more the last time that we presented it.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got it for $449.98, 5 easy pays again of $90 per month, and it's a 3-in-1. So it is going to cool, it is going to give you a fan, and most importantly, dehumidifier.
Get rid of the moisture. That's what makes us feel uncomfortable.
That's right.
So it's a great way to do this. Maybe you need to put it in a basement just to get rid of that humidity. As long as you got a window, you can do that. And you say, all right, well, I'm entertaining at Thanksgiving. It got a little warm in here. Bring it out, use the fan. So you never have to put it away.
Makes so much sense. And they're so much more efficient than they used to be, for sure.
So much more.
And less maintenance. All right, we'll continue in the process of placing your order for that, the 43760. A pleasure. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Stay cool.
Thank you very much. Stay cool. All right. And then, as I mentioned, this is available with 12-month special financing on a Q card. If you want to apply for that, you can. That breaks your payments down into 12 installments, and if you pay it in full within 12 months, there will be no additional finance charges. All right.